Okay, let's test it. It says it can hold 600 pounds. I mean, you're gonna see me fall on my face. Ah! I'm not 600 pounds, but you get the picture, right? Hey you guys, it's Brandy with Eternal Harvest, and I'm here to talk to you about the Fleximount storage racks, as seen here. These guys are supposed to be able to hold up to 600 pounds. They're pretty easy to install. I actually installed it myself, and I thought I would give you guys a quick little tutorial and review about my process and what I think of these guys. So stick around and I'll show you.
I was a little nervous about putting this thing together, so I decided to get all the pieces out and make sure I had everything, and then kind of formulate a plan as to how I was going to get this done. Now I know there's a couple different sizes to these racks, and Fleximount sent me out the 3-foot by 8-foot option. They did come with these concrete anchors in case your ceiling of your garage is concrete, but I'm going to be using these lag bolts into the studs of my ceiling. These are pretty hefty bolts, and they felt really solid as they went into the studs, so good quality there. Next, since I don't have someone to assist me and hand me things that I needed, the tool belt that I got from AWP was definitely a must. So I threw that on to hold things as I was high up on the ladder so I could switch between everything. Next, Fleximount's actually sent out this template to use on the ceiling to mark where you're going to be putting your holes, drilling your holes, where the studs are, and actually it was more difficult to use the template than it was to use the actual bar. So you won't see me using that in this tutorial. I also am using a little giant ladder that I absolutely love. This thing is really lightweight, it's easy for me to move around, and it's helped me a ton with all the things that I'm assembling in the shop. Okay, so the first thing that I'm doing is using the ceiling bracket to mark my holes where studs are. So I have to correspond the holes in the bracket with the placement of studs in my ceiling. And then I'm using a drill bit to drill out a little bit of the stud before I attach the lag bolt. And I'm putting 2 lag bolts in each ceiling bracket, and you want them to be on either side of the vertical posts that will hang down from these brackets. So for this side of the mount, there will be 3 ceiling brackets. So I'm going to move down and start attaching the second one. However, the bracket needs to be 48 inches apart from the first bracket on center, similar to this picture here. So I needed to measure 4 feet from middle of the bracket that was already installed to the middle of the new bracket, and then correspond the studs with the holes in the bracket and do the same process. Drill a pilot hole and attach lag bolt. And now it's on to the third ceiling bracket. And honestly, this part is pretty simple. The hardest part was going up and down this ladder a million times. So make sure you have a tool belt or something to hold things so that you don't have to go up and down so often. But once you get the measurement and the process down, this can go fairly quickly. Okay, so the next step was to measure 3 feet across to start hanging the brackets on the other side. And the first one was kind of time consuming. So I cut a piece of scrap wood that I had lying around at exactly 3 feet so that I could use that as a quick jig for measurement. And what I did was I would place this 3-foot piece on one side of the bracket and the other, mark them, and then line up my ceiling bracket with those marks, and then do the same thing with the pilot hole and the lag bolt. This scrap piece of lumber actually came in handy a little bit later when I ran into a snag, so hang around and I'll show you that. Next, I had to determine how long I wanted the poles that would hang down from the ceiling brackets. That would determine how tall or long the shelf would actually hang from the ceiling. So once I made that measurement, I went and attached all 6 poles and put all the screws in for that. So basically, there's a whole lot of tightening of bolts and nuts. And they give you this little contraption to put over the nut and tighten down the bolt. I've done all of these here. This one.
pretty time consuming and tedious. So make sure you have some snacks and a really good playlist. And now I've got it stuck. Once they're tightened, then they can go up.
Now, if you remember the picture I showed earlier, I needed to make sure that each of these vertical posts were exactly 48 inches apart. So I'm measuring and hanging those accordingly. Honestly, it might be worth investing in one of these ratchet wrenches because this really sped up the process rather than using the one that comes with the set. However, if you don't have one or don't want to spend the money on one, it's just a little bit more time consuming, but it works fine to use what they sent. So I went ahead and screwed in each of the bolts and nuts for all 6 of these vertical posts and tightened those up pretty good.
Okay, so now I'm putting the grates together that will hang above, and what they've given me is this hex bolt and some nuts and bolts. And my fingers are tired. So I went through my little Work Pro set. I'll link that below. I absolutely love this set. And there was a hex piece in there, which I'm gonna hook up to my drill, and I'm gonna drill these bolts in because there's like 800,000 of them. So.
So basically, the 8-foot shelf comes in 2-foot sections, and there are 4 of them. And I started by connecting 2 to make a 3x4-foot shelf instead of connecting the entire 8-foot piece because I wanted to make it easy enough for me to lift up and hook on all by myself. However, I was running into a snag and I could not get it to stay up there long enough for me to screw bolts in.
Okay, so I had to stop pretty late last night, and I want to walk you guys through the problem that I'm running into with these racks and see if I can figure out a way to fix it. So I'm going to flip you around. I got all the mounts in place on one side. I need to add 2 of these hanging down brackets here and here, and then add the base part on. Now the directions say to add the base grates on in an 8-foot section, 8-foot panel. And that's just too heavy for me to lift up on my own and connect it to all of these parts. And there's nothing that holds the rack really into place once it's up there until you get the screws in. So I'm trying to figure out, I could call in reinforcements, and I may have to call my husband out here and have him stand and hold one side while I drill in the other. But I'd really like to find a way to do this by myself because it doesn't say that you need 2 people. And I really feel like if I'm smart about it, maybe I can figure something out. Okay, so here is the rack, and you can see this corner right here. This is the corner, this is the underside of the rack, and that corner is supposed to hook on to that right there, and then the other corner here, and then it's just supposed to balance here and here until they are screwed in. And theoretically, that would work great, but it doesn't. It slips off this side when you're trying to screw in this side, and then the whole thing comes falling down. And it's heavy, so it can cause some damage if it were to fall on my head. And that's just the 4-foot panel. If I had the other section on and it was an 8-foot panel, this would be even more difficult. So, or maybe it would be easier because I could put it in the 4 corners and have it rest here. But honestly, this is pretty heavy, and I don't see how I could lift an 8-foot panel into place on my own. So I'm gonna get to thinking and see if I can come up with an idea. Okay, here's my idea. We're gonna see if it's a total fail. I'm gonna hook these pony clamps to these braces here so that they're laying flat and sticking out like this. And I'm gonna use it as something to hold the other end of the rack while I screw in this side. Think it'll work? I don't know. We'll see. I think I lied. New plan. Now I'm gonna take a piece of wood, a scrap piece of wood, and I'm gonna string it across these two pieces, clamp it down, and use that as a ledge while I'm putting the rack in on the other side. Let's try that.
This is the moment where I'm so nervous and also so excited that my plan is working, that I gotta get up there and get this screwed into place as soon as possible. But it worked, and it worked great. And as I was reading the instructions, it actually does say that it takes 2 people to install this, but I'm kind of excited that I was able to do it all by myself by just thinking a little bit more smart. So once I got this panel all secured with bolts, I could hang the next 2 vertical pieces and install the second panel. Now surprisingly, this part was actually a lot easier than the first side because the bracket that was already installed held this one into place long enough that I could get those screws in and then run around to the end and install the screws there as well. And just like that, it was finished, done, easy peasy once I thought about it for a minute, and hopefully this helps somebody else as they're trying to get one of these installed. To be able to do it on your own helps a ton. We don't always have somebody else there to be our assistant, and sometimes I take it as a personal challenge. I was so excited. Now, some of you may be wondering why I installed it where I did. It's because I actually got 2 of these racks, and I'm planning to put another one kitty corner to go back vertically along the side of the wall back there. So they will be in an L shape, and I love it.
All right, here we go. All hooked up, finished. I need to do one more behind it, which I'll get to right now, but I wanted to finish up this video for you guys in case you're interested. Links will be in the description. Overall, I really like it. There are some things about it. It feels a little flimsy and wiggly sometimes. So if I were doing it again, which I am over here, I would get it really close to the wall so that I could add an anchor through the wall as well, just to hold it steady, a little more steady, I guess. But it says it can hold 600 pounds. Holds me no problem. It's pretty strong, it's heavy, and overall I really like it. I think it's gonna be great for bins and just extra household items that you don't want on a floor all the time. And the other thing I wanna point out is this ladder has been amazing. It says it can hold 600 pounds. You're gonna see me fall on my face. I'm not 600 pounds, but you get the picture, right?